Hey guys, welcome back to another segment of Fast Break presented by BCAM, the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan. Here on the Winter Roundup this week, we have Dennis Hopkins. He's the athletic director, boys basketball coach at Oakland Christian in his spare time. He's also the assistant executive director of BCAM and the BCAM Clinic co-chairman. So Dennis is appearing on both Hang Time Michigan and the Michigan Winter Roundup this week. On this show, however, we are going to be discussing the development of young coaches. So first off, thank you for taking time out of your day to be here and talk about something I bet you're probably pretty fired up about.
Very passionate about it. Thanks for having us. Development of coaches and players is really how we're going to grow the great game of basketball. And I have a passion for the coaching side, kind of give back to the game by helping them develop. That goal being that we at BCAM would love to have every kid have a great coach and that experience. So it's kind of fun to see some of the things that we're doing.
Absolutely. And, you growing up, and I'm sure could tell many stories of great coaches that you had who helped you along, and kind of shaped your life, not only as a player, but as a man. Before we get into what's new, talk about what you're already doing.
Well, BCAM has partnered up with United States Basketball, and the Youth Development Group has a licensing program that we really promote and think is a great tool. Don Showalter, Jay Demings, and Andrea Travelstead do a great job. They facilitated some great information. It's outside of the X's and O component of the game, but gives you the other things that you need to know as a coach. And then on top of that, we have our annual Coaches Clinic that really digs into the X's and O's. Great experience at the Coaches Clinic is getting to know other coaches. It's not just the X's and O's, not just sitting there learning from the college coaches and even some of the high school coaches that have come in over the past, but it's also sitting down with your fellow coaches, getting to know each other, the willingness to share back and forth. I think if we share with each other, we're going to grow the game.
Absolutely. And when is that clinic?
That clinic is in the beginning of October, generally.
All right, so you can obviously go to bcam.org and find out the information on that. Okay, from what I understand, there is what has been developed is a guide for the first-year coach.
Yes, so over the last year, they've been working on the guide to the first-year coach. It's a tool that really can be given to athletic directors to give to coaches as well as use as they try to help their new coaches. It's called the Guide to the First Year Coach. Really, it's information that any young coach could use. It's the things to think about that you didn't think about. The administrative side, the preparation side, the motivational side, how to deal with parents, how to communicate with families, how to communicate with athletes, all those things that maybe you didn't think about when you were all excited about getting into the game of basketball and coaching and giving back. You're dealing with student athletes, but being able to do it in a professional way, one, but also having prepared yourself for the possible bumps that are going to come along, because as a basketball coach, you are going to find yourself with some issues. You're going to have to work through some of those, and this gives you some great ideas to be prepared in those moments of the ups and the downs of coaching the game of basketball.
Right, and another way that you guys are trying to give back and help these guys come along is something new this spring, and that is a May clinic.
Yes, so we're going to pilot it this year to make sure we do it correctly. So it's going to be smaller, and really the idea is a clinic for young coaches, new coaches. It'll have a classroom component where we go through some of these topics that are in the Guide to the First Year Coach, talking about things outside of the X's and O's of the game. But then it will also have a small court component that will deal with the basics of the game of basketball.
Absolutely. And that information is at bcam.org as well?
That information is not there yet. Okay. We're still in the development stages of that, and we're going to bring it out.
Okay, so stay tuned, but you'll get a date. It will be happening in May. We thank Dennis Hopkins. Good luck the rest of the season. We continue this conversation on Hang Time Michigan. What's the number one issue concerning athletic directors today? We'll tell you, but you got to go to Hang Time Michigan to check it out.